Alright, so I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous lately, and I thought I would kind of make a quick video about something interesting I found, which is called fuel scooping. It's been in since I guess beta 3.03, but there isn't any like really good videos on how to do it on the Sidewinder, which is the original ship that you get, or at least not that I saw. So bottom line, I'm using a couple different things hardware-wise. I'm using a Track IR5 from Natural Point. It's a head tracking system so that I can kind of move my head. More about that in just a moment. I'm also using a Cytec X55 Rhino joystick, which you could use without the Track IR because it has a top hat that you could use, or even you could probably use an X52 Pro as well, but I'm just using what I have in front of me, and I really like this joystick. So you're going to also have to find a starport that actually offers outfitting. It's another important thing because you actually have to attach the fuel scoop. One of the reasons why it's so important to get a fuel scoop is if you've ever been flying and just looking around and exploring, you really need to have a means of actually getting fuel on the fly, because there's not always a base out in deep space that you can go to, and exploring is lucrative too. You can make a lot of money with that fairly quickly, faster than missions I've noticed in the early game. Not sure how much that changes later, but I'm just going to pick this empty internal compartment here. I think because I've already done this before, it didn't already have it selected, but normally this would be like your cargo bay. So I'm attaching a fuel scoop now. You can get better ones later in the game, but I'm just starting out with something simple here. And now that's attached. So let's take off real quick and find an actual star.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I used to be a little bit annoyed about going through a frame shift like this and then dropping it next to a star, because you're always right next to it, and never really thought that there's any point. With fuel scooping, it actually makes a ton of sense. So what I like to do is line up this radial yellow line here from the star right up against the top of the canopy, just about like this. And as you get closer into the star, you'll gain fuel at a faster rate, which is listed there at 5.5 or 5.1 per second. But also you have the danger of getting more heat, as well as dropping out of supercruise. So what you want to do is just get about this angle right about here, this radius around the sun, the star I mean, and you'll start pulling in fuel just fine without getting too hot. If it gets too hot, just pull away a little bit, increase your radius from the star. As you can see, I'm filling up right now, and when it's completed, you'll hear a little sound and you can pull away from orbit. So it's pretty simple. Like I said, you could use the top hat if you needed to in order to catch your vector here and see exactly how you can line it up. There's probably other ways to do this on other ships, but because it's the only one I have, this is the only one I can do a video on for right now. Just about done. Alright guys, well thanks again for watching the video. I hope this helps you. If you have any comments or tips or anything on how I can add to something like this, or do a video on something else in Elite Dangerous, I'd appreciate it. But until then, see you guys in the next video.